Hello everyone, Luke Taylor here to review the Killers' new album, Imploding the Mirage. Now this was released in August of 2020, and I have to say I have not heard Battleborn, but I did hear Wonderful Wonderful. And you might say I'm an original, I'm an OG Killers fan. I remember seeing Somebody Told Me video when I was in high school. I love the Killers, listened to that record, Hot Fuss, endlessly, and then Sam's Town came out and I was really in love with that record, and Day and Age came out and I was like, this is great, but I see that where they're going and how they're established their sound and everything, and this is a strange one. So not like this strange. This is a strange one because I feel that I feel the loss of Dave Kooning, and I feel the loss of Mark Strummer in some ways. In some ways, because I know that they're kind of half in the band, half not. I know Dave Kooning took a hiatus, and this feels more like a Brandon Flowers solo record to me. It doesn't really feel like a Killers record. There's something in the production, in Jonathan Rado's production, that I just don't understand. It's very busy at times. It's almost like it lacks confidence. If you go back to the early records, there was a less is more approach. There was kind of a raw and hungry energy, which really fit Brandon's very verbose and very specific metaphorical writing, his storytelling. It fit it so well. There was a directness and a straightforwardness to the music that really fit his color and his flair. And when you add too much gloss and the polish on these little sound effects and these little, I don't even know what they are. There's a lot of songs in here. There's one, I think it's My God, or Fire and Bone. There's some of them I'm just like, there's way too much going on. And when they pull it back and they have like a meaty bass riff and then the pounding drums, that's kind of more what I'm want to hear. And I think Brandon's obviously developed a lot in his career as a writer and live life like with his family and different things. So the stories are going to keep going, but they're going to change a little bit. But still, he's so established in his voice. It's like this Bruce Springsteen, Bob Dylan kind of Americana poetry. He's going to do that. That's already established. So I just think that the music and the production doesn't support that as well. And thus it does feel more like a Brandon Flowers solo record, where you have more of this mosaic of different vignettes rather than a complete thought like Sam's Town or even Hot Fuss. And Hot Fuss is sometimes very abstract, and I don't understand what the songs are about exactly, but there's a sound to that record, or especially Sam's Town, my favorite record of theirs. And I do feel like almost with the band like Alice in Chains, how you have a cycle of 3 records and 6 records total. I feel like the Killers are like that. You have a cycle of 3 records and 6 records in total. And I just, I'm not comparing this to Rainier Fog, but I'm just comparing this to almost like a career path where you're looking at like a band that is very, very driven by one guy and doesn't have that band feeling anymore. And of course I have not heard Battleborn, like I said. I did feel that Wonderful Wonderful did contain that Killer sound in the midsection, and I did like the way that ended. This one, I just feel like Imploding the Mirage being the last track, and not in a concept way, but just more like an afterthought. And even the way the song ends in like a different time change with the drums and it fades out, it's like it's not a very confident way to end, I don't think. I don't understand where this record is really going. I do think that Caution is a fantastic song. I like Dying Breed. Dying Breed kind of shows that his style in a nutshell, really, his kind of poetry. But it's all over the record. It's very dominated by his stories. And if you don't, the thing is I don't relate to his stories, but I really respect his stories. I think they're very specific, and they're really speaking to a lot of people, or speaking to someone that's just not me. And I appreciate that, but what I don't appreciate is the lack of the Killers' identity, I feel. Still, it's still great music. I hope I'm not coming off as like really bitter. I do really appreciate all the effort that goes into this. But again, when you have a lot of different voices and a lot of different styles and people in and out, not completely committed and hungry like when you're young men, it's going to have a different product and a different result. So overall, my rating, this is an interesting record. If you are a fan, you should check it out. I'm sure hardcore fans will really be pleased. My rating for this is bronze. So that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoy all my album reviews. I have a lot. Please check them out on this channel. You can check out the the playlist there. You can see my own playing as well, and reactions, all that cool stuff. And yeah, I just hope you enjoy the channel. I'll keep doing album reviews as I can. 2020 is a strange year, you know, for albums, but I'm very thankful that bands are still releasing music without being able to tour. It must be difficult, but yeah. Thank you for all the bands releasing the albums in 2020. I hope to get in a few more before the year is over, so stay tuned for those. Hope you have a wonderful day. See you later.